welcome back to the art house, and thanks for joining. And as you can tell by the title, I'll be going through the aftercare of my tattoos and just going through like general questions about them. So if you'd like to know more, then keep on watching. So about my tattoos, got this one done, which is a rose in, I can never pronounce that like design, mandala or whatever, like, but you can probably let me know in the comments below whether I'm saying it right or wrong. Like, I got this done, was it the 17th of August? Yeah, because I got it done just before I started my college course there, and it's like, honestly, I absolutely love it. Like, I would have got it in colour, but personally, I prefer tattoos that are this like black with the shade and stuff. My like favourite part of it, if you go like that, you can see that goes on to the like hand part, because I know that I'm going to end up like adding more, but that'll be a different video. And then the second one like is it's like a white tiger, you'd say, with the blue eyes, which obviously I think is the best part. And a lot of people, what they say to me, do tattoos hurt? I mean, yes, they do hurt. There's no point of trying to sugarcoat that or anything. Like, I mean, but some people's pain tolerance, do you call it, is either more or less than other people's. I mean, when I got this one, like, the worst parts for me were getting onto the hand and over the like knuckle bone, but other than that, honestly, I didn't think it was that painful. And then this one, the most painful bit was actually the blue eyes, because he had done all like the main shade and stuff of it first, and then because that bit of the skin had already been like penetrated with the needle, it was quite sensitive enough, so getting the colour on it was a bit sore, but that's about with the pain of it. And the amount of people that have come up to me and are like, oh, are they tattoos? If you had a quid for any time that anyone has said that, then yeah, you'd probably have enough to get another tattoo done. And then, do people say, are they expensive? Yes, they are, because I mean, they are like an investment piece. Like this one cost me 200, this one 300. Like a lot of people probably watch and be like, that is dear, but I mean, you wouldn't want to get a 40-30 quid tattoo that'll end up looking extremely bad. And because I thought, personally, I never thought I was going to end up getting tattoos. I just thought they're for everyone else, and my brother actually has like loads of them, and like, and then out of nowhere, it was my mom that actually said to me, do you want to get like one done before you go to tech? And I was like, well, fair enough, I didn't complain, But yeah, if anyone is considering getting them, one of the key things that I could not stress enough is that you have to know what you're getting done, because you can't be like, oh, I don't know what I'm getting done, like, because whatever like tattoo shop or parlour that you go to, they'll either, you can message a lot through Facebook nowadays, or you can call in and be like, here, I got this like idea in mind, and they can sit down with you and do like a wee consultation. So like that would include just talking about the ideas that you have and the like concept and whether the tattoo is actually feasible, because there isn't a lot that a tattoo artist wouldn't tattoo, but there is like some stuff that you can probably guess that they wouldn't tattoo. And like I know that the tattoo bar I go to, I'll link them in the description below. They're absolutely like the best ever, because when going in for my first tattoo, honestly, I was shaking. I mean, obviously it's kind of normal to be nervous of getting your first tattoo and the pain, and you're like, oh, what is it going to be sore? Am I going to be able to sit through it? And no, but they get you like calmed down, and they actually have little like TVs in front of every like seat, so you can like watch basically anything that'll calm your nerve down. For me, getting mine done, I watched Top Gear, which actually helped me kind of take my like mind off it. And then so that's just mainly, that's all I can really say on the general like Q's and A's of tattoos, and if there's anything else that you want to know, then I can always do like another video or something. But the main purpose is the aftercare, because if you get the aftercare down right, then your tattoo will last a lot longer. But if you don't do the aftercare properly, then the tattoo will fade, or it'll get infected, or all that icky stuff. But what I would do is if you get any general like soap like this, or would you call it soap, or hand soap, you can get this from like any chemist. This is actually from Superdrug, like it's like a quid, 99p or whatever, as long as it's an antibacterial one. But you can get sensitive ones, but anyone that says that it will kill like the bacteria, because when a new tattoo, you have to keep it as clean as you can, because if you get a bit of dirt in it, as I said, it can cause the infection and cause the tattoo to just not look as good as you want to. So you get that. I'll as I'm talking, I'll do like a wee quick like demonstration, because even though my tattoos are healed, I still like to keep them clean and keep them, you know, in good condition, because you paid a lot of money for them. Like, so try and get this out here. No, my luck, it won't work. Right, so about 2 to 3 like drops of this, so that you get enough of like the foam. There you go. And you want to get like a lather going, and the water has to be like lukewarm. So you don't want it boiling, because the skin is still sensitive from the tattoo. So you get enough of the like lather up, and then what you do is you would cup the water in your hand, because you don't want to touch the tattoo, because it's still sensitive, and your fingers may be dirty, or it may be, you know, just, you're better just as little contact as ever. So you'll probably not be able to see, but it's been washed, and even though there's not many suds on it, but as long as the main like part of the tattoo is covered in the water. So then you get a face cloth. Make sure it's like not like a rough one, because obviously you don't want it to be like a one that would end up making the skin even more sensitive than it is. So you just rub down like that, like gently, like kind of pat over it, because I can rub down on mine now, because obviously it's healed. But if it's a fresh tattoo, you just dab it like that. And then one of the best things that I used during my tattoos was this. It's even though it's a body lotion, but as long as if you can get any like cream, I've got a hair on me, like a cream or a butter, that as long as it has coconut in it, because it is extremely good for keeping the moisture in your skin and keeping your tattoo moisturized. Because if your tattoo gets dried, or like you can see the skin flaky, then the ink will end up like basically coming out. So you probably put about, depending obviously on the size of the tattoo, you'll need either less or more of the cream. And when I was putting it on, I would probably put about that, because you don't want, and the other thing is you don't want to put too much on, because if you put too much on, then the tattoo just won't heal properly. And when you put the stuff on, you want there to be like almost like a shine on it, because that's when you know you've just put the right amount on it. Like, I know that you can't really see it on the video, but and plus the smell of this stuff is unreal. It is the best smell ever. So like for me, it almost smells like a holiday, that like coconut kind of sunscreen smell. So that would be that, and when getting any like tattoo, the healing process is different for anyone. Some people may take a couple of weeks to heal, some people may only take a week. Like when my dad got his tattoo, his literally healed in a week and that's it. His didn't even scab or nothing, whilst mine, it scabbed and it came off enough. You had to make sure, do not pick the scabs. That is like the one thing that I could probably not stress enough of is do not pick the scabs, because that will just basically take the tattoo off and will be a bit pointless if you've been sitting in a chair for 5 hours and you end up ruining the tattoo. So, because I'm the worst person, if anyone knows me, I love picking like this, like scabs or like the pimples or whatever. I'm extremely gross like that, but I mean, each to their own. Like, so, and then this one, it healed really quickly, like, because just to show how to put on that one, so you put just a little dab on, nothing extreme, because as I said, don't be putting loads on, because it'll end up like almost like flooding your wee skin cells or whatever you call it down there. I was going to say I passed science, even though I didn't. I failed science, so I wouldn't know what it's called. And that would be during the tattoo. This stuff is for when it's healing, but then after the tattoo is healed, you can use anything like this. This is like almost like a holy grail for anyone that has tattoos. Well, I think it is anyway, because it just helps, like if your tattoo is looking a bit dull or a bit dead, if you put that on, it'll bring the colour like back to it, if that makes sense. Like it says enriched with, I cannot pronounce that word, I'm not even going to try. A lotion that helps maintain the intense glow of your tattoo, so it keeps it looking like a fresh tattoo, which is obviously the point, because if you want to be showing off your tattoos, you want to be making them look their best. So about that, because as the same thing again, you don't want to flood the like tattoo. You want it to be hydrated, but you don't want absolutely like dribbling the moisturizer. But even though it's hard to tell like on through the camera, but in here the blacks and all are a lot like deeper, and the blue is a lot more eye-catching, or a bit more like they kind of pop out a bit more. So yeah, like that's kind of the step-by-step like routine of how you'd like look after any tattoo. And plus, like, also depending on where they are over the body, if they're on the arms, legs, chest or anywhere, it could just take longer to heal, because obviously with like skin moving and all and different parts, like if you had like on like the elbow and stuff, because that part of the body is moving a lot more, it would take probably a bit more to heal. I don't know, I'm not like trained in it, so don't take my word on it. Like, so like that's all I can really say on the actual like my like mind has just went dead, as it usually does. Like, but I could probably talk about my like tattoos for a while, like, because I know that I'm definitely planning on more, because I know what I want to do is like I want like to build up like sleeves on both sides, but this arm would be more like an animal one, or like a more like an animal one with like different ones, but they would mean something, because that's the only reason why I'd be getting tattoos, because they mean something, not just because I just for the heck of it. Because I know a lot of people that get tattoos that they don't really mean a lot, because I mean, if you're going to be spending a lot of money on getting something that's permanent, you want it to be like a special one, and that when you look at it, it'll end up bringing like a smile to your face. Because I know that the ones that I have planned, I know I want to get ones in like memory of people and stuff, like just because then I could look down and be like, oh, like a wee kind of like a wee reminder of, you know, who's like important to you and all that. And so yeah, I mean, like that's all I can really say for today, and you know, can't thank you enough for watching, and hopefully you did find it interesting and helpful, and if there's anything more you want to know, then I'm more than happy to make another video, or like a Q&A like one, so you could the questions down below and then I could try and answer. And as I said, I'll link the tattoo parlor that I went to down below, so you could check out their Facebook page, because they have all the different pictures of the tattoos, and you actually see like my tattoo when it was freshly done, and it looks class when it's done. So, and it would mean the absolute like world to me if you smash the wee like thumbs up down there, and because honestly, even just like making the videos, personally I think it's a really good way of building my like self-confidence and all that. So the more videos I make, then obviously the more like confident I'd be in myself. So if you have any recommendations for videos, then let me know, and I'll link my boyfriend's page down below. It's him and his two mates make like just a variety of different videos, but a lot are to do with either gaming or like movies, and obviously I think it's a great page, so if you give that a wee follow or a wee like, then it would mean a lot to me and him. So that's, and then also near forgot, like, because I'm really keen into my photography, I have a wee photography page on Facebook, so I'll link that down below as well if you want to have a wee look at the photos. They're just random photos. Anytime I'm out, I'm like, take a picture of that, edit it, and then post it, and if people like it, then that's good, and if they don't, then that's good as well, because people have their different tastes and all that. So I'll leave you all there, and as I said, thanks for watching, and see you all later.